Hi everyone. Welcome to my life. I'm Maya, Blessy, Grace, Shelly Wako. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my life. You're all welcome to this life. So now let's go ahead. My name is Grace Lawens from the GraceLawendhair, as you can see. So now let's go ahead and share the videos. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day, wherever you're streaming from. It's absolutely okay. So let's go ahead. Thank you so much for liking the video. I'm going to share from here. Let's make sure that everything is functioning well. Volume set. Make sure I set all the volumes down. And let me share from here. Then we'll go ahead and start. So in today's video, we are going to be teaching, if you know you're here, you don't know how to braid at all, or you want to start learning how to do the underneath braid. I'm going to take that lesson for like 15 minutes. Then we'll go ahead and start doing our normal installation of braid. If today is your first time, you're highly welcome to the class. What do we do here online? I teach braid. Good evening. How you can install your braid. Look at it. This is what braid is. And braid is a creative art that the braiders uses the hair to showcase their artistic skill. Can everybody see it? That braiding is an artistic skill, but we use hair to do our own. Unlike the painters, they use brush and painting to do theirs. Braiders use this hair to showcase their artistic skill. So as you're just joining, share the video. You know the right thing. You're all welcome. I'm streaming on my 3 platforms. Love you all. You're welcome to this live. So let's go ahead and do the right thing while we do our lesson. If there's any question that we have to ask, please put it on the comment section. I'm going to go ahead. What advice do you have for the new generation? Okay, the new generation, they need to be serious and learn, because most times now they just think that everything, we'll come on to that. No worry, keep your question. We're going to treat it. So now let's go ahead. If you're here, let me use this one first. I'm going to take this one off, then we'll come back to this one. So here we're going to start with this one. For those, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining us. We're joining. If you don't know how to braid, or you already know how to braid, or you want to learn the style of bringing the hair, braiding underneath instead of above, I'm going to do this class now. We normally do this class. Thank you so much, Sherman Business. God bless you for that. I hope this is visible enough. Yes, so now let's go ahead. Let me adjust this a little bit to bring it up. Yes, okay, so that we can all see it. It's visible now. So now, if you don't know how to braid, let's use this hair without the extension, because normally when we come to the class, we go straight into adding extensions to the hair. Most of us here, or few of us, don't even know how to braid. So this is the reason why we do this lesson. Normally when I started doing this is the first thing I do, teach people that doesn't know how to braid, how to do the braiding without the extension. This is my normal mannequin that I use for the hair, and it's a long one. So what we are going to do at this point now, we are going to split this hair into 3. When you get your training head or a mannequin, or you're learning with anything that have hair, what you're going to do is that this is the portion of hair. It doesn't really matter at this point as a new beginner. If you want to learn how to braid, just take a portion of hair as you wish, like I'm showing you this one. This is what we're doing. We're going to turn this one into this at this point, for those that don't know how to braid. So now that we have the hair, all you're going to do, take your comb and nicely comb this hair out. Comb it out. When you comb it out, you make sure that everything is nicely combed. We are going to split this hair into 3 equal parts. Let's move this one to this side. Let me move this hair to this side. Let's move it to this side so that I can be able to balance. We are going to split this hair into 3 equal parts at this point. Split it into 3 equal parts. So be ready. If you're here to learn how to braid, please split the hair into 3 equal parts. Most people know how to braid, but they braid above. Look at it. Let's make sure that it's 3 equal parts. As we're learning and as we're listening, let's do the right thing. Support the video, support the live as much as you can. Share the live. Keep liking the live, and it's going to be okay for us to stay here at this point. So now, when we have this in 3 equal parts, what are we going to do? If you're a new beginner now, I'll give you this hair, give you this mannequin. Please, can you braid this hair? I know the next thing that you're going to do for me. You're going to start doing this. That's the next thing. Yes, normally we do hair like that. the hair is beautiful on the mannequin, yes. Normally we do hair like that, yes, we do hair like this, but at the end of the day, because you're learning how to braid, we're not going to be doing this. It will take us a long time to be braiding that hair. What we're going to do now that you splitted hair into 3, we use our fingers to do hair. For those that are new, this is my thumb, that's my index finger, this is the middle finger, this is the ring finger, and this is the little and pinky finger. You will hear me mention it. Hold on to the hair with your thumb and index finger. This is the thumb and index finger. Very, very important to braid these fingers. So now, as we have splitted this hair into 3, what are you going to do at this point? Hold the first one on your left hand with your thumb and index finger. Hold the other one with your right hand, thumb and index finger. Leave the middle one on its own. So the next step we're going to take, you start with this one on your right hand. If you're a right-handed person, start with your right hand and start braiding. But if you're a left-handed person, you start with your left hand. So because I'm a right-handed person at this point, I'm going to take this one. Take this one from your right hand, bring it in. Look at it, bring it in. Look, watch my hands. So when you bring it in, you can either support this hair that you brought in with any of your fingers to make it easier for you as a new braider. When we do this, we're going to move into adding extensions, but for the sake of those that are coming to the class, they don't even know how to braid, we need to at least put them through so that they will be on the same level as adding extension. So now the next step, when you take this one on your right hand, bring it in, you secure it there, grab this one in the middle at this point, move it and hold it, secure it with your thumb and your index finger. Look at it on your right hand. Take this one that you have on your left hand now, bring it in into the right hand. Look at my hands there. Hold it or support it. Then you grab this one, hold it at this point. When you hold it, what you're trying to do at this point, you're trying to secure the root of the hair. As soon as you secure the root of the hair, it's easier now. You take this one on your right hand again, bring it into your left hand. You see? Now you grab that one in the middle, hold it, secure it. What we are doing now, we are securing the root. Take this one as well on your left hand, bring it in to your right hand. Look at this point, you find out that there's a cross going on here. It's forming the root. Then you go ahead and take this one on your right hand, bring it into your left. Can you see? Now we can start braiding. So the next step you're going to see at this point is that since you have secured the root of this hair, the next step is that from your left hand, you bring it into your right hand. Grab this one in the middle, push it to your left hand, secure it with your thumb and index finger. Don't let it unravel as a new beginner. Take this one on your right hand, bring it in. For those that doesn't know how to do the in, most people, they know how to do the top. Into the hand. Then you grab this one in the middle, secure it with your thumb and index finger on your right hand. That is it. If you have created this consistency, what you're going to do, you start braiding from your right hand into your left. You grab this one in the middle, from your left hand into your right hand. You grab this one in the middle, from your left hand into your right hand. Grab this one in the middle, from your right hand into your left hand. The same thing until you finish up this braid. Can you see it? So when we get to this point, it's easier now for you to be going as a beginner. You're going underneath, we're not going above. If you already gotten this point, you see that what you're going to be doing is going straight into from right hand into the left. Grab this one in the middle, secure it to your right hand, thumb and index finger, hold it from your left hand into your right. The same way until you finish up your braid. So that is how you can get into your braiding, doing the underneath braid, not above. So if it's your first time and you don't know how to braid, all it does is that you have to practice. The more you practice, the better it becomes. Can you understand it? So this is how you're going to get into braiding. Then the next lesson we're going to start doing now, we're going to start adding extension into the braid. So for this point, if you're here, you don't know how to start up your braid, that's the simple method of how you can start up your braid. Then we'll now go ahead and start doing what? Adding extension into it. I'm not going to use this hair at this point. We're going to use another mannequin training hair. Look at it. If you have started this one with me as a new beginner, by this time now you'll be having your braids like this. without the extension. Before you can start adding extension into your braid, you have to learn how to braid without the extension. Then now you can now start adding extension into it. So now let's go ahead, share the video, like the video. We're going to move into the class for today. So in today's lesson, we are going to be doing 5 good methods. If we have extra time, I'm going to take out the last one as a boohoo, but then I promised one of the students that we're going to learn how to highlight the hair. We can use this one to do the highlighting later. I'm going to teach you. So now let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to take this one off from the stand, bring this one out. So now we are ready to learn how to braid. So today we are going to do 5 good methods of how we are going to learn. One method from the rubber band method. As a new beginner, you just learned how to braid. Then now use the rubber band. The first method I'm going to show, use the rubber band to secure the hair from the root, because you're going to find it very difficult if you're adding extension as a new beginner to do the natural and traditional method. So you go ahead and use this first method I'm going to take you to add your extension and start braiding. Then you now move on to the natural and traditional method of how to braid, which we are going to do 3 at this point. Then we are going to do 1 knotless braid. I'll show you another method. So the more we do these things every day, the more you're seeing it and the more it's getting into your hands, right? Then the last thing we're going to do, if we have the time, I'll show you the boohoo braid. But if we don't have, the next class, I'm going to show you how to do the boohoo braid. So now let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and start with our braiding. So I'm going to be highlighting this hair. The reason why we are not using this our mannequin today is because our mannequin is occupied. I hope everybody have watched how we did this hair. You go and try yours. Our mannequin, tap, tap, tap. Thank you so much. The mannequin we use for the hair is occupied because I've used this I've done this. I'm just looking at it every time as if I shouldn't take it out, but I'm going to take it out. I sent in a video of how you can do this. Look at it. This is the hair we've been using for training. Then I just go ahead. Instead of me losing it, I say, what can I do? Let me look for something and do. I did a bridal style on this hair. It's so beautiful. Thank you so much. Let me place it where we can be seeing it. Just showcasing it there. So now, let's go ahead to the class for today. Let's go ahead for the class for today. I'm going to bring this one down a little bit so that we can be able to see. Thank you everyone for joining. GSS say thank you. Jarama say hi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much and God bless you. Let's give cheers for those supporting this live. Go ahead and tap, tap, tap and support this live. If you know you have not followed the account and you want to learn how to braid, please go ahead and follow the account so that you can get notification when we come live. If you have not subscribed as well, go ahead and subscribe to the live. It's for the account. Thank you so much for doing that. I know by this time, most of us are really doing well and we're learning. So it will come to a point whereby all the things you've been practicing, bring it up. I want to see them. So that will not come online and say, oh, we are here wasting our time. No, I want to see the practical things you've been doing, what you've learned so far. Show it to Grace. I want to see them. So now we are going to be doing the first one, rubber band method, because of the sake of the new beginners, for them to get into braiding, to come to that level. Then the next one we're going to do, we do natural, traditional method, 3 good types I'm going to show you. Then I'm going, apart from holding the extension in one hand, I'm going to do another method for us. Most people might be used to that method. That will be fine. So now let's go ahead and highlight this hair. This is the hair we're going to be working with today. You have your clips. When you're buying the materials for your hair, go ahead and get your clips. Go ahead and get the Go ahead and get the clips. Go ahead and get the clips and everything that you have to work with. You need your clips to be able to hold on to the hair you're not working with. Very, very important. So that the hair will not be joining. This is the hair I'm working with, and you just be seeing the hair that you're working with. The next step we need on this is the rubber band. Look at it. This is the rubber band. So now we have different colors. Let me choose which of the color I'm going to use for this. I have different colors of extension. Maybe we should use the pink. Let me use the pink for the new beginners. Let's use the pink. Let's use the pink to install this one with the rubber band method. Then we'll go ahead and do other methods. So by now, you should be practicing, because the more we practice on this hair, the better we become. So now that we have the extension, I have the extension that we're going to be working with. I have it in bundle like this. So the next step I'm going to do on this is that let's keep sharing the video. Share this video for about 20 people in your platform because you don't know who you're going to help to come into the class to learn the skill. You're enjoying the class, please share, like the video, support the video as much as you can. Thank you so much and God bless you. I really appreciate everyone that is here. I really appreciate us. So now this is the bundle of the hair we're working with. We're going to grab noise. Don't bring the noise. Now we're going to grab the extension. I'm going to be using a medium extension at this point. Can everybody see it? I have my medium extension at this point. So my medium extension might not be your medium extension. This is what I choose to be my medium. You can decide to use any other extension the size to be your medium. That is absolutely okay. So now with this medium, I'm going to split this hair extension to ratio 2:1, meaning that the one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. Let me adjust this one. It will be 2 times the one I have on the left hand. So I'm going to take this one that is bigger, put it on the side. Then I'll grab the smaller part. With this method of rubber band method, we are not going to use the crochet pin because yesterday we did use the crochet pin. The best method is using this one I'm just showing you. You don't need the crochet pin. You don't have to do any other thing to do it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jamie, for the roses. God bless you. God bless you. When you see the gifters, please follow the gifters because they are there when they come to your life to help you as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. So now, as you highlighted the hair, you're going to split this hair into 2. Go ahead and split this hair into 2 equal parts. When you go ahead and split this hair into 2 equal parts, take the smaller parts of the extension. Make sure that they're on the same. Noise. Move. So take this one on the. Make sure you equate it to the same length. When you equate it to the same length, you take the middle, place it right in the middle there. Can you understand? Place it at 1 minute. 1 minute. Let me address this. Everything is fine. This is the professional. Thank you so much. So now you open this. When you open this, you place it in the middle. When you place it in the middle, the next step you're going to take, you're going to go ahead and grab your rubber band. This is the rubber band, the tiny rubber band. When you have this tiny rubber band, you're going to be using it. Don't go to the store and go and get the bigger rubber band. No, we need the tiny ones like this. They come in different colors. You can decide to buy black. I prefer using black. So any of the color of your choice is okay. So now with this rubber band, normally you're supposed to be using one of the rubber band to start. This method is really friendly beginner, and this is an exemption method you can use for your children. For those that cry a lot when they are doing hair, this will be easy because you're not going to be pulling their hair on the roots, trying to fix it naturally. So with the rubber band is going to secure the hair. So now at this point, this is one of the rubber band, but then when you use one at one point, it's going to be snapping. So I normally double it. So if you want to use the method of doubling the rubber band, that's absolutely okay. So you open it like this, then half of the hair, the smaller part is in the middle. You go ahead and close it this way. When you close it, you secure it with your rubber band. Take your rubber band and secure it. You see what I'm doing? Go ahead and secure it with a rubber band. So when you secure this with a rubber band, it's going to be so secured to the point that you will start braiding immediately. Very, very simple. What you could have done attaching the extension naturally as a new beginner, the rubber band has already done it for you. So you now go ahead, open this one, split this natural hair into 2 and move it on both sides. So when you pull it not too tight, because the more you pull this hair, the tighter it's become on the roots. We don't want this hair to be too tight. So you just pull it in a bit like this, adjust it, it's okay, absolutely okay. Then you can bring your extension down. At this point, even if you're a new beginner that just learned how to braid hair, with this one, adding extension to it, it's easier for you to do it. You just go ahead and start braiding. The next step you're going to do, the other extension that is 2 times bigger, grab the extension. Make sure that everything is spoon. put it on the same length level like that. Then you go ahead and start braiding. You're going to adjust this. Let's go ahead and adjust the mannequin. We're braiding this hair at this point. Very, very simple. If it's your first time that you've not braided hair before and you want to start braiding, please go ahead and try this rubber band method. It's going to help you. Look at it. Then now hold it with your thumb and index finger on your left hand. Place this extension. Now place it in the middle. Here, hold it with your thumb and index finger. When we are doing this method, it tends to have the rubber band method tends to have the natural hair in the middle. At this point, don't worry about it because we are new beginners who want to get into braiding. So let's go ahead. Take this one from your right hand into your left, from your left hand into your right. If you're a right-handed person, start with your right one hand. If you're a left-handed person, start with your left hand. So let's go ahead and braid this hair. From my right hand, I'm going to take it in. Most people don't know how to braid hair in. They do outward. If you're doing braid, you want to learn how to do braid, you have to learn how to do the inward one. So take this and braid it in. When you braid it in, secure it with your thumb or a pinky finger of any of the fingers. Then you grab this one. When you grab it, hold it with your thumb and index finger on your right hand. That's my right hand. Take this other one from your left hand, bring it into your right, and that is it. Do you believe that that is it? And that is it at this point. So as a new beginner, you have already installed your extension. Look at the root. You've installed it already. So at this point, if as a new beginner, we are supposed to split this natural hair into other extension. But at the end of the day, what we are going to do at this point, if I ask you now to be splitting this natural hair, it's going to unravel everything you have done. But don't worry, you don't have to. Take this, your extension, and cover this natural hair and start braiding. So when you do 1 or 2 times of the extension braiding, you can now at that point be confident enough to say, okay, at this point now, I want to be splitting the natural hair into other extensions. So just go ahead and braid. So when you use your extensions to cover your natural hair, it's called tucking your natural hair in. You go ahead and start braiding until you finish your braiding. Do you see the reason why I said it's more better to use a colored hair to learn? Is because you can differentiate the color from the other one. So when you're tucking your extension in, it's easier for you to learn how to do that because the colors are different. So even when you're using a similar color shade to the hair, it's going to be easier for you to do the tucking in. So now let's continue to do that until we finish up this braid. So this movement, we have done this rubber band method, which is the number 1 method we're doing today. So you just have it in mind. We are going to do 5 methods. If you feel that you didn't understand the method, please put it in your mind that, oh, I didn't understand number 1. When we finish all the number 5, put it on the comment section that, Grace, please, can you repeat this method because I didn't understand it. I'll go ahead and do what and repeat it because I'm here for us to learn and for us to learn very well with a simple and easy method to get into braiding. Do you understand? So if you're joining this class for the first time, you're highly welcome, very, very welcome. And if you're not followed the account or subscribe, go ahead and do that. It's going to help. So when I get in and when I come live, it's going to give you that notification, or you can even press on the notification button to make sure you know that Grace is live, then you can come up. Can everybody see it? That is why I like using color. You see how it's popping up. Now, this is the rubber band method. Even if it's your first time of braiding, you can do this method. Every one of us can do this easy method and braid this hair. So that is the number 1 of it. So this number 1 is mostly friendly beginners. So now let's go into the natural method and traditional. We're going to do 3 methods. So the first method I'm going to do on natural and traditional method is the wrapping round method. Most of us are conversant with it, but most of the professionals, that is what method they use. So with that, you find it very, very easy. Most people, they think, okay, installing the extensions is so difficult. But at this point, when you're seeing it, you don't know, oh, these are easy methods for me to get into. Thank you so much. Let's continue to tap, tap, tap. Thank you so much. Don't relax. Let's continue to tap. Thank you so much for doing that, and God bless you all. So now, this is the next hair we're going to be working with. Let's pay attention and be quick with it because we have other things to attend to. I'm going to show us, if we have enough time, we're going to show us how we can highlight the hair because I promise that I'm going to show that too. So now, this is the next hair we're going to be working with. Let me change another color. Let's use this other deep pink. This is a pink or wine, wherever. So, but let's go ahead and use this one to demonstrate the natural and traditional method. Why this method pop up? why this method pop up. Hey, I didn't understand why this method pop up. Please, can you read? Okay. Please go ahead, red. Okay, red. Okay, I'm using red. Is it red? It's showing red there. It's not really red. It's in between red and wine and pink. The color is nice anyway. Let's just assume. But it's a nice color. So now let's go ahead. We're going to do the wrapping round method of natural and traditional method. So now I'm going to grab my extension. I'm still using medium extension, as you can see. This medium extension, if you have this and you, as a new beginner, or you don't know how to grab your extension at this point to make sure it's equal, you have to get a rack or you put it on top of your chair. This is the size I'm using. I'll make sure that this size I'm using is the size that I will use until I finish up my extensions, so that my extensions, my braids will be even. Look at it. They will look the same and even. Thank you so much, Eva Juicy, for the finger art. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you so much. Please, when you see the gifter, give them a follow. They will come and support you. Thank you so much, and God bless you for that. So now this is it. We are going to split this hair into ratio 2:1. When you see me split this hair into ratio 2:1, meaning that I'm going to explain it now, the reason why we do ratio 2:1. Meaning that the one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. So let me go ahead and split it and show you the reason. When you share something into 3, give the left hand 2 and the right hand is having 1. It's ratio 2:1. Right. So that is how we are going to be doing our extension. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you, Shaman. Please, I said follow the gifters. So when you see the gifters, open your eyes and give them a follow, because when you up on your life, they will come and assist you as well. So now we are going to take the smaller part of this extension, cross it to the bigger parts. This is the reason why we do ratio 2:1. Just pay attention and understand it. See, when you take the 2 smaller parts and cross it, what are we going to do at this point? You're seeing the 3 strands now, they are equal. Meaning that when you join the 2 smaller ones together, put them together, it becomes 1. And when you create it, it forms one part of this one. You see it? So when you're doing your braid with this point now, it's going to do what? Make your braid look more even, because your extension is okay. If one part of the extension is smaller, it's going to outweigh the other part of the extensions, and they're not going to be even. So make sure that you remember this point, making your extensions ratio 2:1 to make it even before you start your braid. So now we are going to start the wrapping round method of how you can install your hair, natural and traditional method. So let's go ahead. Hold on to this. This is the hair we are having already. I will not forget this point. Even if this hair is a nice hair, this mannequin hair is a really nice hair, very soft. Always comb your hair. I'll comb it first. I'm teaching it. I want you to get familiar with it. Always, before you put up any braid on extension, always comb the hair. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the heart name. So now let's go ahead. You're going to take this one. Hold this hair with your thumb and index finger on your left hand. Hold this one in the middle like this. Place it right there. Can you see? So when you place it right there, you're going to do what? People say they wrap it round. For me, I just say you plait it. You take it and go 1. That is the first one. You do the second one. Please don't go more than 2 times, because at the end of the day, the hair will be so tight. You don't want it too tight. Then you bring that part here. The next step you're going to do, open your palm and split this hair into 2. Look at it. Very, very simple method. Then you start braiding the hair from the roots. Can you see it? You go ahead and start braiding. So because we call this, you see how simple to install this? Very, very simple. Thank you so much, Angel. God bless you. Thank you so much. You see how simple to install this method? Very, very simple. That is why most professional that does hair, this is what they use. If you think that this is okay for you, just go ahead and learn it. Start installing your hair like this. This one is easy. That's what people are saying. Yes, it's very easy. So you go ahead, because we call this natural and traditional method. We are going to split all the natural hair into the extension. Let's go ahead and give this one the natural hair. So then we can now go ahead and start braiding. Everything is nice and even. But the only thing you're going to note at this point is that always make sure that your extensions are covering your natural hair, is tucking in. So we're using a red color, and the color shade of this hair is like a color 2, not 4, because it's not that black, it's not that brown. So you make sure that you're not seeing it. You just go ahead and and start braiding. So when you notice that the extensions is covering your natural hair, when they position themselves, when you're braiding, it's going to look the same. Can everybody see it? When you're I hope everybody can see this, what I'm doing. When you position it, it's going to be coming to that extension part when you're braiding your hair. You see the way I'm braiding? When I come to that point, the natural hair is underneath, while the hair and braiding extension is coming on top. You keep braiding until you finish up the braiding. Sorry, I just joined. What method is that? This method is just the wrapping round method. So don't worry, this is the number 2 method. Just stay tuned in the class. If you have any question, you say, oh, repeat number 2, that I didn't understand it. And by the time we finish installing all this extension, the reason why we are doing 5 methods, normally I used to take us on 9 methods. I find out that the more we do those methods, sometimes it's so complicated. So I want us to get really used to the natural and traditional method. So every time you find us doing the tutorial, we do the 3 methods related to the natural and traditional method. 1 method related to the new beginners, which is the rubber band method. Then we'll do the last method, which is knotless braid. For those of us that want to learn, Sandy, thank you so much. God bless you for that. Let's give them cheers. Oh. I want to be hearing this sound. This sound of cheers is so nice. Let's give it again. Please continue to share and tap on the video. Thank you for that, and God bless you. Share the videos for those that you know that will benefit from this, and like the video, support the video as much as you can. God bless you for doing that. Okay, this is the result of the braid we just do. This is the method of wrapping up. You see how beautiful it is. I say we always use the colored. I always use the colored to teach because it will help us to make the job easier and it's more visible. Sandy Baby Love say God bless you too. God bless you. Thank you so much. You see it? Beautiful. So this method is called the natural and traditional method. This first one we did is called the rubber band method without the crochet pin. And this method is the most used method from the rubber band method because it's just so easy for you to just install it and start braiding. So now, what braid are you using? Is it the extension? It's just extension. You can get any of the extension you want, right? You can buy any of the extensions you want. As far as it's an extension like this, just go ahead and get it. How do you make sure the hair length is the same through the hair? How do you make sure the hair length is the same? Is it the hair or the extensions? The hair length is the same. Okay, I'll think, I don't know, just reframe the word and say, is it the extension you're talking about or the natural hair? So now let's go ahead and do the next one. So the next method we're going to do online here is the 2-strand method. So I'm teaching you 3 methods from the natural and traditional method. So you're going to practice them and decide to choose which of the method you think is okay for you. Please use only one method to start braiding. After trying all those 5 methods we have done, now you think, okay, I'm happy with one. Choose only that one to be braiding constantly, because the more you use it to braid, the better you become. So now, if you have not followed the account, follow the account. I'm streaming on my 3 platforms at this point. Now, I'm bearing the same name on YouTube, on TikTok, and on Facebook. GraceLawendhair tutorial. So just go ahead, in case, because sometimes we might be popping up in any of the platforms, just go ahead, follow me in all the accounts, so that whenever I come on live, it's going to show you, indicates that Grace is live. So now we are going to brush this hair. Always remember, even if this hair is fine, I'm still going to brush it. The reason is that because I'm teaching, you have to teach what you preach. So now I'm teaching, I'll make sure that I'm doing it so that you can get used to it as well. So now this method is a 2-strand method. We are going to use the same extensions to do that one. So let's grab some of the extension. If you're here, you don't know how to get extension, like in bundles, thank you so much, Sendes. God bless you for the gift. God bless you. So if you don't know how to grab the extension in bundles like this, please go ahead and section your extension on a rack or on a chair as a beginner before you start braiding. Even if you're not a beginner or you're a professional, you want to start doing hair, what I do is that you just section it. It makes the work easy. So when you're braiding, you just be grabbing the hair and making sure that the hairs are the same sizes. That's the important things about it. When you're braiding hair, we want our braids to look the same sizes. We don't want one to be jumbo. We don't want other ones to be micro, and we don't want other ones to be medium. they will just notice immediately that this one is a JJC to braiding or is a newcomer. So, but then if you follow the rules, nobody will even notice that you're learning as a beginner, because you know that your extensions in the first place are correct and they are right. So now let's go ahead and install the two-strand method. So now with this two-strand method, we are not going to split the extension because we call it two-strand method. The extension is going to look like this. The other methods that we did ratio 2:1 by splitting them into ratio 2:1. But this method, we are going to leave the extension like that. In the process of installing the hair, that is where you're going to split the method. If you try this method and you think, oh, this method, I'm happy with it, go ahead and be using that method to do your braids. But then if you try other method, you think, oh, that you prefer the other method, go ahead and use the other method as well. So now let's go ahead and install this braid. Share the videos, please like the videos. If you have not followed the account yet, go ahead and do that. God bless you for that. And you're going to get notification. Click on the bell to get notified when I'm live, so that you can be able to join the class to learn more. The more you practice, the better we become. So now this is the hair, and if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. This is the hair we are going to be working with, two-strand method. Now we've combed the hair already. Make sure that the hair extensions you're doing, they are on the same level like this. Can you see it? Just make sure they are on the same level. Then you go ahead and do what? Hold it with your thumb and index finger using your left hand, and that is my right hand showing. Place this hair with the two-strand method. Look at it. We have different methods to install the two-strand method, but I want it to be easy. Like most people, they will do their hand like this. They will just install it. But then I don't want to show you that method at this point. Learn with a simple method. Then later, immediately you know how to do it, other things will just get into your hands. Immediately you see them, it's easier for you to do it. So hold this one with your left hand. When you hold it with your left hand, you place it right there using your thumb and index finger to hold on to it. So when you hold on to it with your thumb and index finger, the next step you're going to do at this point is that if you're a right-handed person, as we just said, starting your braid, because we are going to be doing underneath braids, not the above braid. Then you go ahead and do what? Use your right hand, start. If you're a left-handed person, use your left hand and start. The reason why we call this two-strand method, we're only having two extensions there, and the natural hair is in the middle. If the natural hair is not long enough and it's short, you cannot do the two-strand method. You either do the natural and traditional method, the one that you install directly from the roots, or you use the rubber band method. I'm going to explain when we get to that point. So now you're going to take this one, because I'm a right-handed person. I will start with my right hand. From my right hand, bring it in. Look at it. Bring it in. From the right hand, take the first strand in. You can support it with any of your hands. Then you grab your hair in the middle. Look at it. Hold it. Secure it like that. When you hold it, you're going to secure it with your thumb and index finger. Don't forget that. Then you take it from your left hand, bring it into your right hand. Look at it. You've already secured the hair to the root. We are not going to continue to braid this hair naturally, this one. So that's why we bring it in the middle. Bring that hair in the middle. Then you come to this part and borrow some of the extensions. Take some of the extensions and give to this one. Take the extension. That extension that you're supposed to have splitted naturally. Most people, they like doing it this way. So I'm going to teach it. If this is your best method, go ahead and use it. But if you don't like it, use another method. That's why we have three methods related to the natural and traditional method. So now we're going to go ahead and braid the first one. When you braid the first one, the next thing we're going to do, because it's a natural and traditional method, we are not going to continue to leave this natural hair for only one strand. This is not rubber band method. Go ahead and split your natural hair at this point. Split the natural hair, give to this extension, braid the first one, and go this way. Then bring out the extension of this one again, split the natural hair, and give on to the one. So see how, if you think this one is okay, fine. That's the method of two-strand method, because in the process of braiding your hair, you're splitting the hair to make sure they are all equal. This is the best for me. Oh, this is the Jessie Best said this is the best for her. That is absolutely okay. So for some people, when they see, they think, oh, this is complicated. But most people, they like this method. But the only thing we are going to do now, for the fact that we splitted all our natural hair into the extension, make sure that you use your extension to always cover your natural hair. It's called tucking in. Always do that. Because it's going to make your braid look very nice and neat, and that braid will stay longer. Because the more you see your natural hair popping up on your braids, When you stay 1 week, they will think, you've done this hair for a very long time. But if you tuck it in, you find out that it's only the extension that you'll be seeing. The natural hair is not popping up, because the more the natural hair pops up on your hair, it makes the hair look as if you've done it for a very long time. So now let's go ahead and continue to braid up until we finish up this hair. Whatever the question you have, please have it in mind. You're going to be typing it on the comment section for us to answer it. This is the number 3 of the method that we're showing now. So keep it in your mind. If you know that you want me to repeat number 1, I'll go ahead. When we finish all the number 5, I'll repeat number 1. If you want me to repeat number 2, oh my day, I'm going to cry. I'm such a huge fan, and I wish I could meet you in real life. I'm shaking. Thank you so much. God bless you for that. Don't worry, you meet me in real life. What's her name again? Selena Saya. Selena Saya wants to meet me. Where do you live? If you live in Manchester, come and see me. I live in the United Kingdom. Anyway, we're going to meet one day. Thank you so much for the fun. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you're learning. Just go ahead and learn 1 or 2 things. It's going to help us. So at the end of the day, look at it. Can you see it? This is the 2-strand method. This is the wrapping round method. This is the rubber band method. That is the reason why I'm using the color to show it, so that it's going to look popping up when you're seeing it on the camera. So now these are the method to install your extension, and the braids are nicely braided. So now we're going to do the number 4. The number 4 method is natural and traditional method, the most used method, and the method that is very, very difficult for new beginners to use. Then we are going to do it at this point. So the more you look into it, the better you become and practice as well. 1 minute. So let's go ahead and install this one. Then we can go ahead and do the knotless braid. We'll do the last one to be the knotless braid. But with this natural and traditional method, normally I've been teaching us how to hold extension on one hand. Now when we finish this hair, I can simply do another method whereby you split the hair into 3. Then you now install the hair. But I'll first of all do the method of holding extension, because I don't want to pack this thing full. So the extent that, we'll be getting confused. No, I don't want it that way. So whichever we grab today, go ahead and practice them. It's going to help you to start installing your extension in an easy way, not complicated way. So now let's go ahead. We're going to get this extension that we're going to be working with at this point. So if you have not follow the account yet. If you are not sharing, please share the videos, share the live to other people. Let them come. People will be so interested to see that, oh my God, somebody is here teaching us how to do this hair. They want to join. You'll be happy to see that you've helped somebody to have a skill already. Thank you so much, and God bless you, Adeline, for joining. For everyone joining, you're all welcome. You're all welcome to the class. Thank you so much. So now this is the hair we are going to be working with. We are going to be doing the natural and traditional method, the one that you install from the roots. Split the hair directly from the roots and start installing it. So we are going to split our hair into ratio 2:1, meaning that the one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. At this point, most people know what it is for doing ratio 2:1. You share the hair into 3, let your left hand have the 2 parts, and let your right hand have one of the parts, which is the main method of splitting our extension in any time you want to do your braids. So that is important. So now you take the smaller part of it. Look at the smaller part of it. Take it and cross into the other part. Most people don't even know how to cross. Let me do it again. Crossing is taking the smaller part of your extension, place it on top of the other one like a cross like this. Then you drag this other one, bring it to the side, hold this other 2 to one side. What did you notice? So when you bring the 3 of them, because we need 3 strands of hair to do braids, not 4. Because when you place it this way, it's 4. That is the reason why we have the smaller part on my right hand. When you join the smaller part together, it's going to form one of these parts. So we have 3 extensions and 3 strands of hair to install our braid. Do you understand that part? Yes. So now we are going to install this hair. This is the natural and traditional method. Now at the end of the day, we are going to hold this extension. Look at the way I just hold my extension on one hand. It didn't even take me long. For those of us that want to learn this part, I'll do it. The next time, I'm not going to be showing us the one that we hold extension on one hand. I'm going to show you the one that you just split up the hair and install. Maybe most people will like that. What is the difference between knotless braid and the boss braid? The difference between knotless braid and boss braid is that this is when we do it, you get to see it very clear. When you're doing your normal braid, it has a knot underneath by installing the hair from the knot. But when you're doing knotless braid, we start with our natural hair, then start adding up the extensions until you finish up. Don't worry, don't be in a haste. You will see the difference practically. Yes, I just explain it now theoretically, then you're going to see the practical aspect of it. When I do the knotless braid, you're going to see the difference. Thank you so much for asking. Future perfect. Thank you so much. If you have not joined the class, go ahead. Let's give cheers to everyone sharing the liking. I'm not seeing that love icon. Please continue. I know it's so tiring to tap, but please, let's do it as long as we're here. Just make sure we do tap, 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 tap until we finish up this one. These are the rules, and let's follow it so that they will not think we're just idle doing nothing. Please go ahead and support the live as much as we can. When we finish, then that is it. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. So now this is the hair we're going to install. Watch my hands straightly from the camera. Be looking at my hands. So now I've held this extension on my hand like this. For most of us that want to learn it, I have videos and everything. When you click on my page, you see my videos. Everything we've been talking about here, they are on videos. For you, if you want to do your practical later, or you want to have your time to do it, you can watch the videos to assist you when I'm not live. You can be able to see them and do the same thing. Before you know it, you'll be able to get them. So now this is the extension. My right hand, thumb and index finger, I'm going to be holding this extension. My left hand, thumb and index finger, I'm going to be holding the other strand of extension. This other one that is left, just put it there. Use your supporting fingers to just hold it. It will make it firm. So I'm holding this extension on one hand. It's good. Most of us we don't want to learn this. For those that want to learn this, I'll just quickly do it. So that take this is my right hand. Take your middle finger on my right hand, place it there. Then you turn your right hand. When you turn your right hand, the hand that will come out into this other extension is your index finger. Look at it. When it comes out, you leave it. Now you're holding the extension on one hand before we install the natural and traditional method, the most used method. Now look at this extension that is lying on my index finger. Is the first extension that we're going to take when we're doing this. Do you have YouTuber's channel? Yes, I have YouTube channel. It's a GraceLawen. It's the same name anyway. GraceLawen tutorial. The GraceLawendhair tutorial. Just type GraceLawendhair tutorial. You're going to see me on all my platforms. I make sure that I have the same name on all the platforms to be making sure to easy for it to be easier for us to get in. So now we are going to install this hair. This is the hair. Now this is the hair we're working with. We're combed already. Just watch my hands straightening. So now I'm going to after this one, very soon I'm going to be taking us without the one holding on one hand. I'm going to be showing you a different method how you can do this one. So now take this, your left hand. This is the right hand. I'm holding the extension. Just slightly open up your thumb and index finger a little bit. Use it to hold onto the hair from the edge. Then you take your left hand. This is my left hand. Split up this hair. When you split up this hair a little bit, look at it. Then you're going to use your hand to grab this extension. Take that one first. Take that one first. When you take it first, hold on to it. Support it with your thumb and your middle finger. Then you release your index finger at this point. So this index finger will be coming in between this hair and the extension. Use your index finger to split this hair in between them. Look at it. Split it into two. So when you split it, you release your right hand. This is where people have problem. So when you come to this point, look at it. Make sure that the hair is like this. At this point, you start braiding. Make sure that you clip it down, not too tight, but firm. Look at it. Braid the hair down. Braid it down. When you braid it down for about 2 or 3 times braiding, then you can now flip your hands. We are flipping my hands now. Flipping my hands is that I'm not going to continue to braid this hair upwards. We're going to change the hand. Look at it. Change it this way. When you change it, you're going to now turn it down for us to be doing our under braiding. Because most people, they end up continue doing it upwards that way. So you have to swipe your hand down, than making sure that you want to start doing the under braiding. Look, you see it? When I sweep my hand at that point, we'll now start braiding the hair this way. And make sure that your extensions are covering your natural hair. I say it in all the braids so that we can be able to get master to it. It will help our braid look more neater. Look at it and look nice, and this braid will stay longer. Our natural hair will not be popping up, will not make it look old very fast. So you just go ahead and keep braiding your hair until you finish braiding. So with this method, most people find it very difficult to install this natural, and it is most used method. You see, I grabbed it from the root, splitted the natural hair into 3, and it went into the extension, and you start braiding. Can you see it? Note all these numbers. This is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. If you want me to ask any question, you put it on the based on the number today, that, oh, I didn't understand this number, repeat this number. We'll go ahead and repeat it because we want us to get master to it. And most of us, the way we are just talking, most people are practicalizing what we're saying. Most people will do it later, which is okay. But then if you're a first timer, you don't have your mannequin training hair, you want to really go into braiding, you can make money out of braiding. You know that. Most people don't know that. Let me just tell you, it's a skill that it's in your hands and nobody will take it from you. Most of the advantages is that you can go ahead, have this skill, relocate to anywhere. Like me, the way you see me now, I can just decide to say I want to relocate to any country. I'll just go ahead and relocate. The next step is that I'll just tell 1 or 2 people. The day I will be able to do number 4, I will don't buy you. In this platform, you will live and see it. Don't buy it at all. Don't use that language. You're going to see it, that you'll be able to do it. How do we add hair to make the braids longer? Okay, when you're doing knotless braid, it's the same way you can add up hair. So watch me as I do knotless braid now. When you do knotless braid, that's the same way you can do that. Do you understand? The way that is why I'm teaching knotless braid now. When we're adding up knotless braid, if you want to add up hair, you're using that method to do it. So I'm going to teach you that method today, then you can be able to learn it. If you want to extend this extension, like look at this hair is short now, you want to make it longer, just use the method of adding your knotless braid. It's going to help you. So we're going to do that method. So now we have achieved number 4. This is the rubber band method for the beginners, mostly friendly, and except for those that have babies as well that want to braid their hair, use this rubber band method. Don't make it too tight. You can be able to install the hair, they will not cry. Is this available to watch later? Yes, that is what I'm saying. But then if you want to watch the full 2 hours video, follow me on my YouTube or my Facebook, GraceLawendhair. I'm going to put it on public. This live that we are doing now, I'll open it on public on YouTube. I'll open it on public on Facebook. But on TikTok, you see that I bring out clips on TikTok, which is for most of us are the sharp people to learn. They will just watch the clips on TikTok. They've already gotten their point. So that is the reason why I do that. So follow me in all my platform, GraceLawendhair tutorial. In the Facebook, is saying GraceLawendhair tutorial. In fact, when you type GraceLawendhair tutorial and lifestyle on Facebook, it's just going to come out. It's the same name. So you're going to get all those videos, a lot of videos going on around. So now this is the number 4th. Now we've done it. So let's go ahead and do the 5th one. The 5th one is going to be knotless braid. So for those of us that want to learn how to add up hair, you can as well learn that method. I have a video there that have 4 different ways to do your knotless braid. 4 different ways. It's written, the titles are always there. When you watch the videos, you see the titles are always there. You just click on any one you're looking for. If you want to do the rubber band method, I'll put it there. Like today's video that I just sent this evening, rubber band method using the crochet pin, the one we did yesterday. I sent the video right out this evening before we start our live. For those that want to remember when we're watching it yesterday and they want to remember to do it, it's there. So let's go ahead. If you're just joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome to this tutorial class. All we do on this life is that we do hair, we learn how to install hair, we do different styles of hair for you to get into braid, especially braids. I know how to do other hair, but then if you want to know further, you have to send me message that, oh Grace, I want to know more things. You want to get into the class. That is what it means. Good evening, Mommy Ifabuchi. Good evening. We are interchanging the time now, evenings and mornings. For those of us that are the time regions, will not make them come to my class 12 p.m. So they always come to the evening one. It's convenient. So that is why we interchange the days now. So Monday to Friday, some days we do 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. UK time. Like this evening, we do 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Then when we finish, we just take the kids to the bed and that's it. Thank you so much and God bless you for joining. So let's go ahead and do this. We are going to be highlighting the next one. When we finish up our training, I'll take the few questions. Then the last class we're going to do, I'm going to show us how to highlight the hair. Somebody was asking, because I've taught it here online before, but they still want the simple method of how they can highlight the hair. We're going to do it last quickly before we go. So now I'm going to be splitting up this hair, highlighting it horizontally. Let's go ahead and do this first horizontally. Normally, this is not the hair that we use for training, but then I have different mannequins, but then the other hair is occupied. So we're going to go ahead and start using this one for now until I take this hair off. Then we'll start using that one. So you have your clips to hold on to the hair you're not working with. If you're joining for the first time, you're welcome. Thank you so much for sharing the live. God bless you. Let's give cheers for the people supporting this live. Share the live, support it by tapping and support the live. Check the gallery, whatever you can use in supporting the live. Go ahead and do that, and God bless you for doing that. So now we are going to take out this hair from this place. The first one we are going to do, we are going to use this for the knotless braid. Let's use this one for the knotless braids. So we've completed the 5 method I'm going to be showing today. Then you can now ask question and say, oh, this method, I needed it to be repeated. We'll go ahead and repeat it for the sake of those that are just joining. So when you're doing knotless braid, pay attention. Most people have been asking knotless braid. I say, okay, if that's the case, let's be doing 1 method each. But I've sent the video of the 4 method I think is okay. If you can know the 4 method, if you can even know 1 out of the method, you're doing your knotless braid already. So each class, we are going to be taking 1 method to do this. Okay, now let's go ahead. We are going to be, what color? Can we use the pink one? Which of the methods can we use? Let's use the pink one to do our knotless braid. Let's use the pink one. Or do we use let's use the red one so that we can be able to differentiate between the knotless braid and that one. Let's use this one. So now when you're doing your knotless braid, this is the hair that we're going to be working with, right? You've already highlighted the hair. Go ahead and get your extension. The extension you're going to be getting, for instance, we are using a medium extension here. So I'm going to use the same medium. It's up to you. If you want your knotless braid to be micro, you can take your extension smaller. If you want it to be more jumbo, you can add more to your extension. So the extension is up to you. For you to know the size you're going to be using, you go ahead and take up the size that you want to be using first, then you notice it. So now, but this size we're using medium, let's go ahead and use the medium. So the difference between this knotless braid is that we are going to be splitting this hair. Let me show you how to go about it. If you have a rack, if you have somebody that is helping you to get your extension, absolutely okay. But if you don't have anybody that is taking the extension for you, you don't have to worry. There's always way to do things, always solutions to do things. Either you have your rack or you have a chair like this. You have your dining chairs. Even if you don't have a dining chair, look for a place and place it. A clear place, just place it onto it. So this is the extension. You pick up the extension you're going to be using first, which is this one. We are going to be splitting this extension. This extension, I'm going to be splitting this extension into 6. You take the first tiny one, you put it this way. Then you take the next one. The last time we did the method, the last class the method we used was the 2 method in 1, which is the one that you insert like this and the other one that you add up when you're adding up hair. But this one, we are going to do only the one that you add up hair by the side. So just watch me as I do it. I'm going to split this into 6. Let's put it into 6. Now you see the extension, but when you're always starting, let the first one be not too much. Look at the way I splitted this hair. Can everybody see it? Or I can even end up using 5. Then I just leave the last one to be this way. It doesn't really matter. So let's make it 5, as you can see. So now we're going to go ahead. Let me put my stuff aside. The first thing you're going to do is to split the hair. Then now we're going to start doing our knotless braid. So this is the difference. Immediately I start doing that, you're going to split this hair into 3. Watch me as I do this method. You're going to split this hair into 3. Look at it. split the hair into 3. This is your natural hair. When you split it into 3 equal parts, look at it. Then you now start your braid, normal way of braiding. You go ahead and start braiding. So when you braid it one, you braid it twice. Most people will do once. That twice is okay. Then you now say, okay, now when you do this method I'm going to use, I'm going to show you one of the methods. So when you braid it this way, I'm going to flip my hands. Flip your hands and bring the hair down. Hey, this hair should balance well so that we can see it. So when you flip your hands to bring the hair down, the 3 strands of the hair is like this. Look at it. When it's like this, take this one, bring it backwards. Watch it. Take this other strand of hair, bring it back to your index finger like this and support it like this. Create a V shape in this place. Create that V shape here. Take the first extension. For somebody asking me, how do I add extension to the hair? This is the way you can add your extension. Take it this way, place it in that V plait. Go ahead and plait the first one. So when you bring it to this point, you create another V shape there. Take this extension again. Make sure they are in the middle. Place it this way. And go ahead and do the next one. Take the next hair in the same, place it this way. So if you want to add extension to your hair, this is how you're going to open it up and add extension to your hair. I hope you're getting it. Somebody asked that question. This is how, how you can add extension to it. Let me just separate this and do it 6 instead of 5. Take it. I don't want it to be too bulky. Then you take it, add it here. Look at it. When you put it there, you go straight and braid the hair and bring it to this point. Take the last one, place it there. Look at it. And braid the hair down. With this method, can you see the method? Then you start braiding your hair. So when you're braiding your hair, make sure that your extensions are covering your natural hair. Can everybody see it? The extensions are covering it. Let me position this way so that we can start braiding. Now, so that you can start braiding. So if you have not followed the account, follow the account. So when we come live, this is what we do on live. Then it will give you that boost, that morale that, oh, I can be able to do this thing. The confidence. When you're seeing me doing it, see my hand, say, okay, let me try what Grace is doing. Before you know it, you start doing it better than even Grace. That is how it is. And the more you practice, the better you become. Yes, so I'm going to show you this method. This method is so beautiful. We have 4 methods. The videos I've sent in. So you can watch the 4 videos and learn different ways. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifters. Thank you so much for everyone sharing the live. Thank you so much for everyone liking the video, and God bless you for that. So now let's go ahead. Can everybody see it? Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Can you see it? Look at it straightly. You will not notice where I added those hair. So in case you want to add and see the difference, we started with our natural hair. Can everybody see it? We started with our natural hair. We start adding up hair. There are 4 methods of how you can do this one. This is just one of the methods. This is just one of the methods. So that is just it. So for somebody was asking, yes, okay, Rebecca Adediron, thank you so much. Yeah, he said yes. Okay, now let's see the difference now. The difference is that look at this one that we did natural and traditional method, which they were both of them on the same side. Good evening, ma. Watching from Italy. You're welcome. Lolo and Newington. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. So look at the normal way we put our braids, which is normal braid, box braid, and this is the knotless braid. What do you notice? This one is so seamless. You see, as knotless braid is that you start with your natural hair, you start adding up hair, and it will make that hair so seamless and beautiful. Look at it from the scalp. But then the box braid is that you have knots. There are so much advantage and disadvantage because I've done it several times. Most people, they love the knotless braid. If you have a full-bodied hair like this, it's good. Or you're the type that doesn't want too much hair on your hair. When I add my hair, you can see where it's added. What am I doing wrong? Oh, it depends on which method are you using, because you have different methods. And if it's your first time, you keep doing it, you're going to get it. Watch the 4 method I've said, because there are different ways you can add this. Like this one now, this I just added by the side now. You won't even notice I've added hair. So for those of us that want to learn how to add extension to the hair, if it's too short, this is the method you're going to use. With this method, you're going to be able to add, and you can still use other methods as well. So, but then in each class now, we don't pile everything up. I'm only teaching today. So now we've done, please redo the knotless. Okay, that is the reason why. Now I'm going to ask that question now, because we've done 5 different methods now. Thank you so much, Rebecca Adeniran, for saying yes, and thank you, Selena, too. Thank you so much. I hope these comments are not blocking. Let me just remove them, because sometimes the comments are blocking. So don't worry, I'll just take it off and delete comments so that you can be able to see. So if you still have another question, be able to ask me. Let me take the comments off, because sometimes it's blocking you from seeing what I'm just doing. Then if you still have another question, Rebecca, ask me. But then let me remove the comment, because it's blocked. This one is not blocking you now. You can be able to see what I'm doing. So now let's go ahead now. We are going to choose from these 5 methods that we've taught so far. 1 minute. Let me drink some water, please. Okay, so now let's go ahead. We have the rubber band method, which is good for the beginners. Then we have these 3, and the wrapping round method from the natural and tradition. Then we have the 2-strand method. We have the normal, natural and traditional method, the one that you install from the roots. Then we have the knotless braid. So one on the TikTok, which of the methods do we have to choose? Is it the knotless braid, or which one method you want? Somebody said knotless braid, repeat. Okay, which is 1. So now let's go ahead on YouTube. Please, on the YouTube side, tell me which of the method you want me to repeat. We'll go ahead on Facebook, please. Rebecca Adedimo, please, which of the method you want me to repeat for you, so that you can be able to understand it clearly from the 5. So we'll take 3 repeats for today. Then when we do the 3 repeats, then we are going to go ahead. Not less. I've taken that one from TikTok, not less. So from the YouTube, please put it on the comment section. This is number 1. This is number 2, number 3, number 4. Not less is number 5. We already have to repeat the not less. So which of the method do you want me to repeat? Let somebody put on the comment section from YouTube, and let someone put on the comment section on Facebook which of the method you want me to repeat. We'll go ahead and do it now. So let's go ahead and be doing the knotless braid while I wait for the other replies. So if you're joining me for the first time, you're welcome to the live. Just follow. Thank you so much for that. God bless you. Give her cheers, please. For everyone that have followed the account, this one is for you. For everyone that is tapping on this account, this is for you. For everyone that is gifting this account, this is for you. And for everyone that is sharing the account, this is for you. So go ahead and accept it and do the same. Thank you so much. God bless you for that. So now let's go ahead and repeat the knotless. Let's go ahead and do the knotless again. This is just one method. You keep coming to the class. The next tomorrow, 12 p.m. to 2, knotless, ma. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. The Facebook, they want the knotless as well. So YouTube, I'm waiting for you. Let's go ahead and see how many we can do. If everybody say knotless, that means we're going to repeat the knotless 3 times. Lauren, the first time, you're welcome, Lauren. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining. So now let's go ahead and get the extension. So I'm doing one method today. I'm not going to do the 4 methods. Before, I'll just be doing the 4 methods, which is not really okay. Let's do one. Let's get conversant with the method. Then we'll move straight to another one the next class. So for everyone that wants to learn all the methods, even if you can just be able to learn one of the methods, you can be able to do your knotless braid. So now this is the extension we are going to be grabbing. We are using the same medium size. Always make sure you have your extension. But if you already know how to do this hair, you know you have somebody that is giving you hair. When you come to that part and the hair is almost the medium type of extension, don't collect the extension again. For those of us that already know how to do hair and somebody is giving us hair, you just notice that, oh, this is already the medium side, don't collect again. But if you don't have who is helping you, you're going to do this. This is the extension. So take the extension that you're going to be working with, which is this medium. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you so much, Gekendra. Thank you so much, and God bless you. So now we are going to be splitting this hair into 5. We're doing the knotless. There are 4 methods I've sent into my videos, but then we are going to be doing one today. Tomorrow we'll do a different one. So now this is it. Start splitting this hair. We're going to split this hair into 5. Now when you're splitting your hair, this is the first small one. When you're getting the second one, you just add up a little tiny bit so that it will go step by step. Now we're taking the third one. Just make sure that the hair that you're taking, the next one is a little bigger or not. It doesn't even really matter. So now you just go ahead and make it 5. Let's make it 5. Let's make it 5. So you have it 5. Like you share the videos. Most people will be happy to watch this. Look at it. This is 5. Can you see it? Please explain how to balance the base of the hair with the rest of your UD in Knotless. Hey, this half sentence, please write it in full, CCO, or if not, I'm going to bring you up. You're going to ask that question, because when you're writing it in abbreviation, sometimes I don't really quickly catch it. So now we are going to start the knotless braid. So now when you have this hair like this, you've already part out your hair. Knotless braid is that you start with a natural hair. When you're doing your knotless braid, you start with the natural hair first. You're not going to install the hair from the root. So now we're going to split this our hair. You've already sectioned your hair. This is the normal thing you have to do. You have to section the hair. So now let me move this closer to the camera. I hope you can see it. Split the hair into 3. Split the hair you're going to do into 3. Look at it. Split it into 3. So when you split it into 3, you start your normal braiding. With this method I'm doing, you start your normal braiding. So when you start your normal braiding, we're going to flip our hands. Flip your hands. When you flip your hands this way, bring it to this point. When you bring it to this point, you're going to take, hey, all my extensions is on the floor. Why are you falling on the floor? Wait, don't worry, wait, I'm going to start this hair again. All the extensions I'm supposed to be picking, let me move it to this side. Oh, let's move this chair to this side. All the extensions are just highlighted here, are just falling off. Why are they falling off? You see them? Let me arrange them, then I'll start again so that we can, for a better understanding. Thank you so much. When you see the gifters, please follow the gifters, give them a follow. They will come to your own platform to help you. Look at it. We've sectioned the hair into 5. Let me move it to this end so that I can be grabbing it from the other side. So now you can see the way I just have this one. I will lose it again, because let me start from the beginning. So you're going to section the hair. Knotless braid, for those of us that are just joining, section the hair into 3. You section it into 3 equal parts. Then you braid down the hair. Do the first braiding and do the second one. You can now flip your hand at this point. Flip your hands. Flip your hands. So when you flip your hands, let me show you. Put the hair and hold it with your thumb and index finger. This is the 3-strand, right? This is the 3-strand. Take this one, put it at the back of your hands like this, index finger. Then now create this V on this other 2-strand. Then take the first one. So when you take the first one, make sure that your extensions are always in the middle. Then you go ahead and place this hair there. Place it there. Look at it closely. Then you do the first one. You do the first one. Then you bring this one to the back here. Create that V shape there. Take the next one. Look at it. Put it there. Look at it. Put it there. Then you go braid it in. If you're trying to learn how to add extension to your extension, this is the time you're going to do. Take this one, hold it at the back. Create that gap there. Take the next one, place it in between. Look at it here, place it there. Then you bring this one in and braid it. Come and bring this other one there. Take the fourth one. I hope we guys are getting this part. Take the fourth one, place it there again. Look at it. See, while I'm adding this hair, you're not going to notice it that I'm adding hair to it. Then you bring this part. The last hair I'm going to be picking now is this one. Put it in between. If you know that the extension you're using is short and you want to add hair to it, use this method. This method is so good. And it's going to be even. See, now I've added all my extension. Then the next thing, thank you so much for the gift, Kendra. I've added all my extension. Then make sure that your extensions are covering your natural hair. Then you now go ahead and start braiding the hair. And add the natural hair, please. So you go ahead and start braiding. So let's go ahead and finish up the braiding. Then I'm going to show you what we have, the result of what we have done so far. If you're joining, not easy. No, it's easy. Mama said not easy. See, this is the reason why I have 4 methods. This is the number one. We did one method yesterday. That method we did yesterday was 2-in-1 method. Keep coming to the class, and there's a video I've sent. That video is so comprehensive that you can see my hands. So you can go ahead, click on the photo on my page where they put GraceLawendhair. When you click on it, it's going to take you into my page. Where can I get the type of mannequins? If you want to get your mannequin, just click on a TikTok shop. They sell it on TikTok. You're asking me from TikTok. You can get it straight away from TikTok. Look at it. Look at the knotless braid. Look at how beautiful and seamless it is. So if you want to learn how to add extension to increase your hair, this method will help you. Look at it. Can you see it? Can you see it closely? You see it? You won't even notice we added extension to it. So that is the knotless braid. Knotless braid means that you're not starting it from the root. You're starting with your natural hair. There's no knot underneath. And the braid is this one, having knots underneath. That's the difference. So we have repeated this one now. I've done it for the YouTube. Then the Facebook said, repeat the knotless braid again. So now, however, are we clear with this one? Or do you still want us to repeat it one more time? YouTube, I'm still waiting for the number of hair I'm going to repeat. Did you understand the knotless braid? I should repeat it. Okay, let's repeat it one more time. Go ahead and watch my hands when I'm doing it. So this is the first one we did. Look at the two knotless braid that we've just done. Can we see it? Look at it. Look at the 2 knotless braid. These other ones we've done, they are all box braid, and this one is a knotless braid. See the difference, see the roots, and see the difference. Let's go ahead and repeat one more time. So we have repeated. We're going to repeat it one more time. So if you have any other method you want me to repeat, put it on the comment section. This one is the rubber band method for the new beginners. This second one is the wrapping round method from natural and traditional. This is the 2-strand method. We just did it. And this fourth one is the method whereby you split the hair into 3, natural and traditional method. The most complicated one that people don't want to do, which is at the end of the day, when you see to it, is not too difficult. So now, this is the knotless braid. For most of us that already know how to do this, I want to learn knotless braid. This is the particular time you're learning. And if you want to know how to join hair, this is what method you use in adding up your hair. For instance, if I have this hair up to this point and I want it to be longer, the way I just added this hair, that's the way you're going to add it up until your hair is going to be the braid is going to be more longer. Does the knotless style stay longer when you braid the hair? Anyway, for now, it's always okay. It's always okay. But for most people, the only difference is that when you're doing knotless braid, I've experienced it. Like when I do my kids' hair, I do normal braids for them. So the week when I do normal braids on, the hair will be full from the roots. When you pack up the hair, you see that the hair have more volume. when you're packing that hair up. But then when you do knotless braid, for those of us that like, you don't want your hair to be heavy, you want it to be seamless, knotless braid will be good for you. So when you pack the hair up, because you started with your natural hair, it's not going to be too heavy from the roots. It's not going to be too packed up in the roots. So that is just most of the difference. For those of us that want our hair to be more fuller, please go and always do your box braid. So if you want that type that you don't want the hair to be full, you just want it light on your hair, knotless braid is good for you. So that is just all I could say, because out of experience, my daughter at one point, she said, Mommy, I don't even know why my hair is scanty like this. I said, but you asked for knotless braid. It's not as if it's scanty, just that we started with your natural hair. Then when you do a box braid, that knot here, because it's thick underneath, it gives it more volume from the roots. But knotless braid is just seamless, and you find out that because it's your natural hair. That is just it. But for those of us that have really full-bodied hair, you have a full-bodied hair and you don't want the hair to be too heavy for you, go ahead and choose a knotless braid. For those of us that our hair is not too full, please do your normal box braid. And even if you have your hair that is not too full and is thin, you still want to do a knotless braid, all you have to do is that instead of starting the hair with the natural hair, add up a small extension to start it with. Let it be tiny, so give it that volume from the roots. Then you start adding up hair. For those of us that our hair is thin and we still want to like doing knotless braid, so when you start it, instead of starting with your natural hair, take extension that is a bit small like this, just small extension, use it to start the hair. Then you start adding up other ones. You find out that it's still going to look natural but not too heavy from the root, if you know that your hair is not too full. But for those ones that have full-bodied hair, please start with your normal natural hair. It's still going to give him that balance. So let's go ahead and repeat it one more time. So when we repeat it one more time, I'm going to quickly go straight. If we still have time, let me see what the time is. When it's 7 o'clock, I'm stopping because I have to take these kids to bed. They are going to school tomorrow. So now let's go ahead and take our extension. If you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome. If you have not followed the account, go ahead and follow the account. You're going to be able to get a notification when I'm live. So now I'm going to split the hair. Oh, sorry. This hair is going this way. 1 minute. Let's see. Make sure that we are seeing what we're doing. Okay, now, so start up your knotless braid. Let's move this camera a bit. I hope everybody can see what I'm doing. This thing that is just moving about. Oh my God, please now. Okay. This is the let's take the extension. See, when you're using the extension, before you start splitting your extension, if you're doing a medium knotless, take your extensions to be medium extension. Medium can be different. My medium might not be your medium. Your medium might be slightly bigger than my medium. My own medium might be slightly bigger than your medium. Whatever you call medium is okay. But then when you're starting your braid, make sure that you use that braid, their extension size all through your hair. It's going to help you to have a uniform braids. Your braid is going to be uniform. So now this is the extension we are going to be working with. I think this one is a bit too much. Let's take this one off. So now this is it. We are going to split this extension into 5, starting with the tiny bit of it. Look at it. If you don't have a rack to do that, please go and handle your dining chair. Look at it. I'm using a dining chair. Be economical. Use everything around the house to do what you're doing. Take the first one, which is the smaller one, put it on this side. Then take the second one, slightly a bit bigger, not too big, put it there. Then the next one goes, you can do the next one the same sizes, it's fine. You do the next one, then you go ahead and do this one. Let's do it 5. You can do it 6. It depends on how much you want to do. Let me just do it 5. I don't want to do 6. So look at it. This one is slightly too big, so that when we're joining it, it's not going to be too much. So let's give a little bit to this one. Let's make it generously equal. Now, this is it. So now I'm going to move this one to one side so that I can be able to pick it up. So when you're starting, you start picking your hair from the tiny one, the small part of it. So let's bring in the hair that we're going to be working with. 4 different methods. I have a video how you can install your knotless braid. 4 different methods. I created a video for it. When in one place, I did individually. Then I added up all those in like in 1 minute. I have a 4 minutes plus video. So if you watch those videos, you're going to notice that this is how she installed the first one. This is the second one. So the last time we had the class, I did the 2-in-1 first method last week. That was yesterday, right? So today we are doing this method. So I'm going to repeat it again so that we can get used to this method. If you know that you're happy with this method, go ahead and practice this method to know it. But then it's still going to give us the same result. Thank you so much for the roses. God bless you all. Please, when you see the gifters, follow the gifters. They will come and support you when you're doing live. They will definitely come and support you. Thank you so much. Share the videos, like the videos until we finish. God bless you for doing that. So now we are going to split this. Let's go ahead and take the hair that we're working with. That's the hair we're working with. So now you're going to get this, your clip. Always have your clip. Look at my clip. If you're joining me for the first time, you're welcome. If you have not subscribed, my lovely YouTubers, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. I love you all. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, thank you so much. Share the videos, follow the videos, and watch the videos as well. It's going to help you to when you're practicing. So now this is it. Going ahead and comb this. So when you comb this out, this is the hair we're working with. So we are going to start. This is knotless braids for those of us that are just joining now. So this is how you are going to start. This is just one method of how you can install your knotless braid. In case you want to learn more method, like 4 methods, you want to do it, go ahead and see the videos. There are 4 ways to do your knotless braid. It's there. Watch it. But if you're satisfied with this one, go ahead and learn it. So this is the hair. If you at this point, if you're the type that wants your shine and jam on top of it, your first of all is to put the shine and jam. But I don't use it when I'm teaching because I don't want to be shampooing the mannequin all the time. So now let's go ahead. You're going to split this hair into 3. Split it into 3 equal parts. To start with, can everybody see it? Split it into 3 equal parts. So when you split it into 3 equal parts, you go ahead and do what? And start braiding. You braid 1 or 2 times like this. So when you braid it this way, you're going to flip the hand. With this method, flip your hair. Flip the hands, bring it down. So now, let me push this mannequin to this side so that we can be able to have it. Bring it down. So when you bring it down, look at the 3 strands. This is the 3 strands already. 1, 2, 3. So what you're going to do for it to be easier for you, take this 1 strand, look at it, watch it. If somebody say it's difficult, if you follow this method now, it's not going to be difficult. When you flip your hand, it's like this. Take this other 1 strand. This is 1, 2, 3 strand. Take this strand, bring it to the back like this. Look at my thumb. Bring it to the index finger. Index finger, put it there. Then you just bring it to the back of the index finger. Use your middle finger to support it. Then do this. Put that gap in between. Okay, let's do it this way. Put that gap in between this way. Look at it, the V. Then you take the first hair. The first hair will go here. Look at it. Bring the first hair there closely. Then you braid the first one. The next one, bring this hair back on your index finger. Support it there. Create a V here. Take the next extension. Put it there. Look at it. Bring it closely. Look at it. Bring it closely. Then you do it. Braid it. Still bring this one back here. Create that V there. Take the next one. Place it there. Can everybody see what I'm doing? Place it closely. Then you braid. When you place it closely, it's going to you are not going to be seeing the difference between the extent of joining. You're not going to be seeing the joining. Then you take the next one, put it there. Look at it. Then you braid it. Braid it down. Take this other one, the last one. This is the last one now. You're going to place it like this. There. Then you start braiding. And that is it. You've added all the hair extension to this now. Then you start braiding the hair. Look at it. Let's share the video. Tap on the video, please. Tap until we finish. So now you start braiding your hair, but make sure that your extensions are covering your natural hair. You start braiding. When you're doing any braids, do that It will help your braid look neat and nice. So now, if you notice, because you're joining this hair, you notice at this point that some braids are more. You can at the same time borrow some of the hair and balance it. But if you're satisfied with it, just go ahead and keep braiding until we finish braiding the hair. If you have not followed the account, please go ahead and follow account. If you have just seen me for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. All we do in this class is to help you to be able to install your braids, make it easier for you to start braiding your hair. If you're the type that have that skill, most people know how to braid their natural hair, but they don't know how to add extension. That is why we are here. So by the time you watch me do about 5 methods and techniques of how you can add your braids, before you know it, you start braiding. For those that want to take it as a business, to be a braider, please look into it. You need to learn more. And if you want to know more than this braid, send me a message. Send me a message. So when you send me a message on my bio, then we'll take it off from there. So now, let's see. Can you see it? Very, very beautiful. This is the 3 we've done so far. You see the 3? Okay, this is the 3 we've done so far. And that is one method to do your knotless. So if you want to learn other methods, come to the class tomorrow. We're going to do a different one. Look at how beautiful the braid is. We're going to look at, let me hold it closer to the camera. That's knotless braid. These other ones are braid. You see it? When they say knotless means that there's no knot under it. This one is boss braid. Boss braid have knots under it. For the person asking the difference between knotless braid, now the answer is clear to you now. Can you see the clear answer of the difference between knotless braid and braid? You see the clear answer? You start the knotless braid with your natural hair and you start adding up your extension. But the box braid, you just start it from the roots. It gives you that knot. So knotless braid or braids, they are all okay. It depends on your style and what you want. If you're the type that wants your hair to be light underneath, you don't want it to be heavy and feel seamless, go for knotless braid. If you're the type that wants your hair to be fully, when you're braiding, you want it very full and nice, please go for your boss braid. Boss braids will still ever be, because most people, they don't, when you do knotless braid for them once, they will say, okay, no, I want my hair to be full. They will go back to braids, the boss braid. So let's move this leg to 20k likes. You put your hands and move it to 20k likes. So we've answered all the questions for now. So let's go ahead and quickly show you how to split the hair. If you're joining for the first time and you've not followed the account, go ahead. This is the hair that we use. If you want to learn a bridal braids hairstyle, I want to be doing more of this now. Let me just be bringing more bridal braids hairstyle. For those that have braids on their head, they want to have their traditional weddings, they want to have weddings with braids, you go ahead. I want to be making some styles like this and bring it up. This is the hair we use for practicals. I just use it to do one of the bridal braids. Can you see how beautiful it is? Yes. So if you want to learn it, I send the video there. So how you can achieve this, the video is there. So now let's go ahead and do this last one. They will be calling this class for today. So let's keep tapping. For the new beginners, you want to learn how to part your hair. Let's go ahead and do quick one. Look at this, my list in his face. And what did they pour on your face? Are you crying? Oh my God, what do I use in cleaning this now? Anyway, let's go ahead. I don't have any wipe around. So now let's go ahead. This is the full hair, for instance. This is the full hair you want to do. As a beginner, you want to learn how to part the hair. This is the hair. This is the full hair. Let's quickly do some. We are going to be parting this hair into 25 or 30. Let's quickly do it. Then we'll call this up, because we will not be doing this all the time. I've done so many and I've sent the video, but somebody is requesting. I said, let me fulfill that request. From YouTube, I think. I hope she's here today. If she's not here, she's going to watch it from the videos. So let's go ahead and do it. So let's say, for instance, as a beginner, you want to start the hair, and this is the hair. Please follow the gifters. So if you see the gifters, follow them. They will come and support you as well. Thank you so much for the gift, and God bless you all. That's the hair. I have different mannequins here. This one hair is just very nice and pens. So now the first thing, we're going to do a quick blocked method. But the only problem is that this one, they didn't do it very well. See the extension, the mannequin is going off already. This one is losing hair already. Oh no, I don't know which people did this mannequin. Look at it. Didn't do it well. But then let's go with the block box method. If you want to start, this is the full hair and you've not parted hair before, you're learning how to braid, you've known how to braid, you know how to install extension, but you don't know how to part the hair. Okay, now let's part the hair. So you're going to take the first line. I'm going to be, as a new beginner, I'm going to be, even this hair too. Look at, I added shine and jam on the hair. Look at what it's doing to the mannequin. But don't worry about it. Let's just go ahead and use it. So now you pattern this first one. You take the first line. And it depends on the size you're doing. For this size, I'm going to be doing a size as a new beginner, not too big. We're going to end up with this hair like about 25 or 30. That's what we're going to end up with. Do the first line because we're doing a block box method on this one. Do the first line. So when you do the first line, I don't want it to be too much. Normally when you do the first line, the back should always be 4. But I don't know if I do this 4, it's going to be too much. We can do it 3. Let's do it 3. So you can end up, if you want to add more to your braids, go ahead and add more. For this one, I'm going to be doing this, the back to be 3. I'm going to split this one to 3. Even sometimes it's supposed to have been 2 safe. If you want it very big, you do it 2. If you want the box braid to be big, let's do it 2. Let me do it 2. Then you go in the middle and create it half. If you still want it, when you create it half like this, you want it 2. But if you want it 4, if you know you can stand more braids, you can do this one. Come in the middle of this and create it again. It will be 2 here and 2 here. That's 4. But if not, you just go ahead and do it 2. Let's come in the middle. For the sake of those that want to learn how to part the hair, that is what we're doing. So you go ahead and hold this one. This one have a very long hair, so we can hold it this way. That is number 1. You go ahead and hold this one. That is number. We're making, I don't want it to be too much. Let's keep tapping. Let's keep tapping. Support the video as much as you can. This is 2. So our next line now, because we don't want to do too much on this braid. We don't want to do too much on this braid as a beginner. Now our next line will have to be 3. Let's quickly do it. But then if you're parting your hair, this is the method of how you can part your hair. If you want it smaller, don't take it too big. But as a new beginner, I want you to start with this so that you can be able to finish up this hair. You need about 25 or 30 braids to start with to be able to finish it. So that when you can finish that 30, next time when you're adding up the hair, you add up another 10. Make it 40. Because if you start braiding hair as a beginner, it's so tiring. Most people that have done it, they will confirm to you that it's so tiring. So, but then if you get used to it, you're not going to be tired. Most people derive happiness doing it. Like me, I just love doing hair. So I don't used to, except I've done too much and I'm tired. But apart from that, if it's hair, I'm always happy doing it. So now let me go ahead and hold it with the clip. Let's hold this with the clip. Then this one, for the father, this one, we are doing a jumbo hairstyle. For the fact that this one is 2, this one is going to be 3. Come in the middle of this one and take one of it. Come nearly in the middle of this one, take one. Then you're going to hold it this way. So with this method, you will not find it very difficult to say, oh, I don't know how to part hair. Take the next one, put it like that. Make it straight. This my mannequin is 1 out of, and I don't know where to rate you to. You hold it this way. We're going to count how many we'll get from this. Okay, now this is the second line. I've done this before. There's a full comprehensive video. The one I did was smaller than this. So we're doing this to be able to, for you to be able to get it this size. So we've done the first one, and this one is nearly closer to the ear. If you're parting and you want to make the hair smaller, you give your lines smaller, but use the same method I'm using. So now the next one we are going to do, we are going to be taking it off from here. You take it from the front now. Take it from the front. So if you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome. Most of the questions have been answered now. When you come, oh, did she do parting? Yes. But I promise I'm going to come, but I don't want to use this mannequin because this one is so slippery. It's not matte. I want to show you how to do the triangle way of parting hair. But this is a block, box method. We did the last time, we did the round method. Can you see? So when you're parting, make your line straight, make it straight. Let's see how much you can achieve with this size. So be watching. If you're parting hair as a beginner, be watching the front. Look at where I've taken this other one here. You watch this front as well. Look at the front. You make sure that the lines, okay, this one is closely to this place. Can you see? Because most people will tell you they want center parting so that you can be able to achieve that point. Look at here. Look at the other one. We need to take small from here to balance it. Can everybody understand? Look at the front. Always watch your front, because most people don't know that. You take it from here for me to balance this place, for them to be on the same part. Take a little bit here. You just watch it. If you have your clients and they are facing the mirror the way I'm facing the camera, you'll be seeing it from the mirror. Oh, this is not equal. You use your comb and as well add more to it or reduce from it. So now let's go ahead. You straighten the line. The remaining part, because you're just starting, always have your clip. You use your clip to hold on to this so that everything will not be joining together. So you know the size that we've taken here already. Then you come here, take the first one. When you want to do a full complete hair as a beginner, please use this size. Use this size. Do between 28, do between 25 and 30 braids. If you do between 25 and 30 braids, it's going to help you. Then when next you finish that one and you're happy with it, you can go ahead and add up to the hair. Do 40, do 50. From there, you'll be doing 150, 75. Let's go ahead and watch what you're taking. Watch the size of the hair you're cutting. You take it. Let's see how many we can take from this one. This is just a quick one of how you can part your hair. You use the same method, but if you want it smaller, make your line horizontally small. If you want it smaller, you make your line horizontally small. If you still want it smaller, vertically small. Look at this. Okay, so now let's move. You see the way I'm doing it? Most of the hair, if they are matte like this, they will start losing, but don't let it lose. This is how you're going to part your hair. As a beginner, if you want to complete hair, part it like this. Even if you're using a hair mannequin, complete it and do it this way. Finish the hair and let me see it. Then you now go ahead, take the next one. We're going to do this one because it's a big size we're doing. We don't want to do too much. We don't want to do too much. We don't want to do too small sizes. This hair is not the best. This mannequin is not the best. I don't like this one. It's too matte. It's too slippery. The hair, I've started losing the hair already. I don't even know where I got this mannequin self. I have it before. I'm going to part this one into two. Let's count it. Then when you just do it the first time, do it, you get mastered to it easily. You won't be finding it very difficult to part the hair. But this is how you can go about it. Because most people, they don't even know where to start. They know how to install, but they don't know how to start. Okay, the hair, look at this mark. So now we have how many? 4 at the two at the back, 3 at here. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Okay, this hair is going to end up like 25 or 20 something. That's 11. Okay, now let's do the next part. Watch it. Oh, let's do the next part for those that want to learn how to part hair. Look at it. Section them like this, then you start taking it and section your extension, then you start braiding. It will help. So the next step, if you're watching the front of this hair, go again, look at this one, take it from here, because this size we are doing is a big size. If you're doing a small size, you know your size, take it from here. But since it's a bigger jumbo hair that we're doing, just go ahead and section it from here. You go round again, do the round parts. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome. If you have not followed the account yet, please go ahead and follow the account. Share the video, like the video. We have a few minutes to leave here now. Let me be quick because we need to finish. It's 5 to 7. But anyway, we can take some like 10 minutes extra on top of it. No problem. Okay, look at this. This hair is too slippery. This extension. That's why most people used to complain that the one they bought is not good. I've seen it now. This my mannequin hair. I don't really like it. So now you go ahead and take this one from here. Take it from the middle here. Don't worry, I'm getting another few minutes. I'm gonna make sure. Don't worry. Hey, now this hair. Wow. This let's do it this way. Okay. This hair is so matte and slippery. Oh, wow. What? Is she this? Okay, we'll do the next one. Okay. So just be watching the sizes you're doing. Make sure these ones are joining together. Where is it from? Oh my god, this hair. Oh my god. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Let's double the knotting, whether it will stay. Let's double it. Let's do the doubling knots. Double knotting. Okay, doubling knotting. Okay. This hair is so slippery. You see? That is why most people will be asking me, Grace, where did you get the one you're using from? Some of them like this, I don't know which kind of hair. It's so plastic, synthetic. Okay, we are going to part this hair. Take this one from the middle. I'm going to show you. When you go horizontally, then you start getting your hair with the same size vertically. Okay. We're going to do this one about 3 now. Split this hair into 3. So when you're parting the hair, make sure that the lines are okay when you're doing it on the normal hair. But on the mannequin, some of them, to even go straight is a problem, but then we'll just manage it this way. Okay. Now we are getting into the front now. Let me show you something. You see, if you're going to stop it. Stop unraveling. See? Stop unraveling. Okay, now I'm going to show you this front bit now. Let's go ahead and do this one. Where can we get the mannequin? Not this one, though. This one, I don't even know where I bought this one. But if you want to buy a mannequin, you can get your mannequin from TikTok shop. They have it on TikTok shop. So now, see, look at all the... I'm trying to match this here. I don't know why it's going off. Please stay. Let's quickly explain this thing. Let's quickly do the explanations to call the class a day. Let's see. When I'm tying, it's unraveling. That's how matte this hair is. This type of hair, you need elastic to hold you. Okay, now, can you see the way you come to the round part? Look at this round part now. We're going to split this hair into 2. Then you go ahead and take this one. If you're doing a center parting, this is where you're going to ask, do you want a center parting? When they say yes, you're going to split this hair into two. But before you split it into two, because we're not going to split it into two, the center parting will be too long. Before you create your center parting, you're going to take like one off. Let's take one off because the hair, we're doing jumbo. Let's take one off. Let's bring it this one. Bring this one off. You do one here. But when you're doing it, if the hair is smaller, you can do like 2 or 3 here. If the hair is smaller, let's do one here. So when you create your center parting, make sure that let's see the center parting. Even if you're doing a normal hair, for instance, let one hair cover here. That will make sure you see your center parting. Let me center it. Oh, this mannequin, I don't want to say anything about you. Make sure you create your center parting to go on the middle. Look at it. Can you see it? Then now you can now split this one into two. If it's a center parting, let this two, you plait it to this side, here and here. Plait the other two to the other side. If it's a side parting, I'm going to show you what to do. If you want a center parting, this is how you're going to end up with your center parting. Split this other part into two again. This hair mannequin is so slippery. It's so slippery. When I used the other hair to do this lesson, it didn't unravel like this. Look at it. Immediately you create it, is going off. Let's hold it. Then we'll now count how many we achieved from this one. So now this is the center parting, for instance. You're doing the center parting. But then if you want the side parting, you're going to plait all this one to this side. Then this one will come here. You created a side parting here. But if it's the center parting, you're going to bring the braids here and here. You're going to create your center parting. But if you want the hair smaller, the same way you're going to part this hair, but make it smaller. Let's count how many we achieved from this hair so far. I hope with this one, it's going to explain a little bit more for us to be able to understand. Look at the first, if not that this hair is unraveling like this, let me still tie it more. Then I'll make the conclusion by explaining how many we've got and how you can be able to part this hair. Oh, this mannequin, I don't know where I ordered this mannequin for, whether it's from. I don't want to say now so that they will think I'm condemning any site, but let me just keep quiet. Let's just manage it this way. Let me tie them all, then I'll show you. The more we are doing it, the more it's just unraveling. Okay. Let me see. Okay, now let's go ahead. See, the first one we did, the first line we did, look at it. The first line we did with this size of hair, the first line we did 2, 1, 2. Then we did the next line is 3. So if you're doing your own hair, you want to make it smaller, this is how you go about it. You take it horizontally like it, then you start creating a vertical lines. If you want it smaller, but now we're going to do this size as a beginner for you to get into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Then you now create a round line. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then the other line, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. This one is 23. So if you can get it to this point, you start braiding all this hair. Braid it fully as a new beginner. Before you know it, you'll be able to get it. I'm so sorry about this because the hair mannequin, look at the way I'm wrapping everything up, is going off. I'm still going to do this class again. When I take that hair off, I'll use that other mannequin to teach us how to do this so that we can be able to understand it better. But with this, we'll be able to grab something off it. See, the more I'm taking it, the more the extension is unraveling, which we don't want to. So don't worry about it. Thank you so much for this one. There's a request for it, and I'll fulfill my request, but it's just that quite unfortunate that this hair, and I'm showing you how to do it, the hair is unraveling. So don't worry about it. So, but then let's go ahead. Now our class for tomorrow is going to be 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time, which is Friday. Thank you so much for everyone joining. I hope you have enjoyed the class today. We did our knotless braid, we did everything. So any other question that you have, hold on to your question. Then when we come tomorrow, if you're here, please ask me your question. Thank you so much, and God bless you all for attending the class. They say practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the better you become. So go ahead and keep practicing and you get better. Okay, now let's go ahead and just use few minutes, like in another 5 minutes, to see if there's any question. Let me bring us up from TikTok. If you get your invitation, just come in. Let's talk about 5 minutes, then we'll have it a close for today. If you have any question, that maybe typing the question will take us time, then just come up and just ask me. We'll treat it for another 10 minutes. Then tomorrow we'll have our class fully. Is there anybody even accepting it? Or everybody's tired? Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, nobody's accepting the invitation. Okay, that's fine. So let's call the class a day. Any other question, please come tomorrow and ask your question. Good night, everybody. Good day, everybody. If it's daytime, it's afternoon. If it's night, thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you for your support, and thank you for joining the class. See you on my next class tomorrow by 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time. My name remains Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. If you have not followed the account, go ahead and follow the account. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the account. Then we can go ahead. Let's see what we did today. Let's show us what we have done today. Look at it. Watch the videos if you want to learn more of the ways to do the knotless. These are the knotless. These are the other techniques you can use in installing your braid. So we'll call the class for today. Bye everyone, and see you. I'll send the videos as much as I can, but for those of us watching me from YouTube and Facebook, the video, I'm going to put it out public. You can see everything we've done. If you have missed the class, just go ahead and watch it. The same name I'm using on all my platform, GraceLawendhair tutorial. When you just type it on the search box on all the platform, you're going to get me there. Thank you, and God bless you all. The more we learn, whatever your mission is to come into this class, you're going to get it. 100%. I give you 95% of mine. You are holding your 5%. Make sure you make use of your 5%. Before you know it, you start braiding like a pro. See you in my next class tomorrow, 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. Bye, everyone, and God bless you. Bye. Yeah. Thank you so much, YouTube. I love you all. Thank you so much. Please go ahead, subscribe to my channel. If you have not subscribed, please, I'll need more questions. When you're typing, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me questions. I really appreciate everyone from the YouTube and Facebook and everyone from TikTok. Thank you so much, and God bless you. So YouTube, subscribe, follow, share the videos, and watch the videos for you to practice. Bye, and see you in my next class, 12 p.m. UK time and 2 p.m. UK time. Love you all. Bye.